Imagine this. It's a Sunday morning, you're enjoying a cup of tea, the kids are playing in the garden, and life is just peaceful. Then, out of nowhere, the boiler breaks down. Winter's coming, and you need a replacement fast. It's in these moments, when life throws an unexpected curveball, that having an emergency fund feels like a lifesaver. Today, let's walk through exactly how to build that financial safety net, step by step. I promise, it's easier than you think. It's just like making a cup of tea, one step at a time. Step 1. Set a goal. Before we dive into numbers, think about your specific situation. You're probably asking, how much do I actually need in an emergency fund? Well, the standard advice is 3 to 6 months of living expenses, but it depends. If you've got kids like me, 2 cheeky little boys who seem to outgrow shoes every month, aim for the higher end. Or if you're single and renting in a city like London or New York, maybe 3 months will do. Picture this. Last year, my husband James and I faced a small emergency. Our car, the one we rely on for school runs and grocery trips, suddenly needed a major repair. 1,500 pounds out of nowhere. Now, because we had our fund in place, it was just an inconvenience, not a crisis. That's what we're aiming for here. Peace of mind, not panic. Step 2. Start small and automate. Building an emergency fund might sound intimidating, but it's like climbing a hill. You don't have to sprint to the top. You take it one step at a time. If you're just starting out, even putting aside £10 or $20 a week makes a huge difference over time. And here's a trick I love: automation. Set up a direct debit or automatic transfer to a savings account the day after payday. You'll barely notice it's gone, but it'll grow. Trust me. It's a bit like sneaking extra veggies into your kids' dinner. They don't even realize it, but it's doing them good. Step 3. Separate your fund. Now this part is crucial. Your emergency fund should be like the good china. You don't touch it unless it's a special occasion. Keep it in a separate account, away from your day-to-day spending. It could be a high-interest savings account, or even an ISA if you're in the UK. But remember, you want it to be accessible when needed, not tied up in investments that could drop in value just when you need the cash. Step 4. Prioritize it. You know, in busy families or hectic careers, we often prioritize everyone and everything before ourselves. But when it comes to your emergency fund, I want you to think of it like an essential bill, one you pay yourself. Whether it's £50 or $100 a month, prioritize this fund until you hit your goal. Take my friend Sarah, for example. She's a freelancer, and the pandemic hit her hard. But because she had prioritized building up her emergency fund over the past year, she wasn't scrambling to cover her bills. Instead, she focused on finding new clients. That's the kind of freedom we're aiming for. Step 5. Use it wisely. Here's the golden rule. An emergency fund is for emergencies. I know, that new handbag or weekend getaway can be tempting, but resist. Only dip into it when you truly need it. Whether it's an unexpected medical bill, job loss, or yes, that boiler breaking down on a freezing morning. And when you do use it, be sure to rebuild it as soon as possible. Treat it like a cycle. You take care of it, and it'll take care of you. So there you have it. A simple step-by-step guide to building your emergency fund. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Each pound or dollar you set aside gets you closer to that feeling of peace, knowing you're prepared for whatever life throws your way. Remember, just like that cup of tea you made this morning, it's all about the small steps. One, stay calm, stay prepared, and as always, I'm here to help you take control of your financial journey.